a big hit on both sides. And then the team that met there, we scored them, met with everything. And then last Tuesday on the facilities committee, we met to kind of go through the two finalists, the scores that we had. And obviously the thunder has been stolen, but there. But no, we helped craft kind of like where the price point would be good that Joe was talking about earlier. To kind of offset some of the sticker shock if it was that if we kept it with the 486. As part of that meeting, we also talked about some upgrades, future upgrades that we were looking at around the lobbies and then the large gymnasium there, and that atrium area around the walkway there. So we also talked about that as well.
I have a question. Just tell us about the food. Was it really good?
Yeah, it was very good. Very good.
This is all.
If you ask any of the kids around the chocolate Nutella that was actually chickpea was like the show stealer. But my kids all loved a lot of the things, and that wasn't because they came away with like 6 to-go bags. We ate the heck out of those pretzels and carrots and chickpea and hummus at many of our ball games that we had the day or two after. But no, the pizza was everything that we had was great.
They got pizza?
Yeah. They do. It was excellent. So
Thank you.
absolutely, it's great.
So Miss Sagers actually created the menu. She said, our kids need these 4 foods the most.
Yeah.
We want to see
Yeah, the basic
what that looks like. So we sent that to the vendors and so we need a chicken dish, a pizza dish,
Yeah.
hummus dish.
Then she hit it out of the park because it was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to you, Dennis, who has an update in finance.
I do. There's, I guess I have to, question the business manager here about, the historically low points for cash on hand during the fiscal year. We didn't have a report on that, did we? Or
During the finance committee, we were looking at the treasurer's report when we had our daily cash on hand in the month of April and March. She typically bottoms out where we're at.
So that was already reported.
Yes, we talked about.
Okay, so I can jump to the next one then. And then we have 2 requests, which have pretty much already been discussed. That is the seal coating, which winds up costing less than the year 2023. And is a good deal, so we're gonna do that. And then the next item was for Quest Foods stepping in, and the price per meal was good, and obviously the quality was there. And so we're looking forward to a great relationship next year.
This is well. Thanks, sir. Closing us off.
Yeah, PTA, they talked about Teacher Appreciation Week, and I think there was goodies at both schools for the teachers every day. So that was the highlight. And coming up, what was presented to me today, was sent to me today, is the PTA calendar for next year. There's still, well, we can still have ice cream, right? Ice cream 2 days at both Benjamin and Evergreen twice a month. But we talked about it earlier, the back to school night is on Friday, August 28th. From 6 to 8 p.m. Now, traditionally, it was outside in the parking lot, but it rained very quickly last year. We scrambled and put everything in the gym. So if the folks from Quest are gonna come, I don't know, we need to have it inside. I'll figure it out. So this is gonna be published real soon on the probably a PTA link on bendis25.org. But it's set up for, there's an event every month. September, an event at Sunny Acres. October, the Fall Fun Run, as the tradition. An open gym night in November. Holiday Bazaar again in December, but just on, it'll be Saturday, December 4th, I think I see here. January, roller skating party as tradition. February, an open gym day. Open gym night at Evergreen. March has a candy bingo again. April, a family trivia night, probably the second annual now, because I think that went pretty good this year, didn't it? And then, looks like another perhaps open gym night in May, so. Those are the highlights, they'll be published real soon. That concludes my report.
Thanks, sir. All right, moving on to public comment on agenda items. Does anybody have any comments on agenda items? Seeing none, we are going to move on to the consent agenda. Does any board member wish to remove any item from the consent agenda for consideration?
Well,
Hearing none, we will move on to the consent agenda, which besides the personnel reports, there's also two items on there for the treasurer's bond and the color portrait agreement. So may I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented?
so moved, second.
Roll call, please.
Member Landry,
Aye.
member Sandra,
Aye.
member Mr. Peterson.
Me, huh? Jumped over you.
I guess so.
Aye.
Member Valente. Aye. Member Miss Peterson. Aye. Member Rogers.
Aye. All right, now on to action items. The first is the approval of the seal code contract. May I have a motion to approve the seal coding and striping contract awarded to Denver, Denver.
So moved.
Not seal 2017.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Member Jordan.
Aye.
Member Sandra.
Aye.
Member Miss Peterson. Aye. Member Mr. Peterson.
Aye.
Member Valente. Aye. Member Rogers.
Next, the approval of food service management contract. May I have a motion to approve the food service management contract awarded to Quest Food Management Services as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on that one? Roll call, please.
Member Jordan.
Aye.
Member Sandra.
Aye.
Member Miss Peterson. Aye. Member Mr. Peterson.
Aye.
Member Valente. Aye. Member Rogers.
Aye. Next is the approval of the authorization to purchase server hardware. May I have a motion to approve the purchase of server hardware to not to exceed $260,000?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on that one? Roll call, please.
Member Jordan.
Aye.
Member Sandra.
Aye.
Member Miss Peterson. Aye. Member Mr. Peterson.
Aye.
Member Valente. Aye. Member Rogers.
Aye. Next, approval of the extra duty stipend proposal recommendation. Something like this.
So I just want to note that this is an annual process that we go through at Benjamin, where we have a collaborative meeting with the BEA and we take a critical eye at all of the pilots that occurred the year before for various clubs and decide if they're going to continue, and also any other stipends that need to be adjusted or adjustments made there. There are several clubs that were a big success this year. At Evergreen, there was the art club, choir club, play club, and all of them had a lot of participation. And so the committee is recommending that those come off of a pilot and just be established clubs. I think it's fantastic. I was commenting at this meeting, like, I wish my kids' school had all these clubs and opportunities. It's not as common as you might think at the elementary level that people are putting these on. So I think it's great that we have staff that are dedicated to giving these opportunities to our students. The Culture Club at Benjamin is also going to be established. And there's a couple stipends on here that are clearing up the stipend structure for the building leadership team and the strategic plan team leads. That just kind of clear up some language there and add the additional compensation that was referred to earlier for those that are a building leadership team lead and also taking on the strategic plan responsibilities. And I believe that is all the updates that I would make a note of. Once these are approved, then we update this, and the MOU that's attached gets added to the BEA agreement as well.
Comment one. Just can we make sure that all the end times for all the clubs are at the same time? There was a little confusion at the beginning. This school year, 4:00, 4:15, and you got it corrected, but.
Mrs. Smith, do you want to speak to some of the changes that you're making at Evergreen to that
Yeah,
effect?
so we recognize that That this year we had some clubs that ended at 4 or 10, 4 or 15, which made it very complicated for families as well as for us when parents said, what time does that club end? And then we have to ask 3 different people that question in order to get an answer. So moving forward, all clubs at Evergreen will end at 4. No matter what the club is, will end at 4, so that it's a solid, same time, every time club ended. And all the
Thank you, sir.
sponsors were okay with that. They recognized that it would be most helpful. And then, since our office closes at 4, it also just gives us a little bit more wiggle room to have someone in the office that can help with any dismissal issues that they might have, whereas at 4:15, our office staff had already come. So
Thank you so much.
we recognized that early on, yeah.
May I have a motion to approve the extra duty stipend proposal that is presented?
So,
Second.
And studying that one, roll call please.
Member Jordan,
Aye.
member Sandberg,
Aye.
member Miss Peterson. Aye. Member Mr. Peterson,
aye.
member Valencia. Aye. Member Rogers.
Aye. Last, we had the approval of 26-27 regular Board of Education meeting dates. So if anybody has any issues with these, just please let Doug give us a right now. And I'll point out one change as well, is there's a proposal for a slight term change on committee assignments. So right now, finance facilities are 1 year each, and the proposal is to turn the 2-year agreement for Y and the policy, and now the new student achievement committee, which you have reached out and said you're interested in, so. So, may I have a motion to approve the 26-27 regular Board of Education meeting calendar as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on that one? Roll call please.
Member Jordan,
Aye.
member Sandberg,
Aye.
member Miss Peterson. Aye. Member Mr. Peterson,
Aye.
member Valencia. Aye. Member Rogers.
Okay, on public comment on non-agenda items, does anybody have any public comment on non-agenda items? Having none, we'll go down to discussion items and turn over to Jeff for an update.
So, we have, or do you want to mention the communication to the board that you this review?
Oh, that's perfect. Yes, I haven't passed it out to you guys, but this is just a thank you on behalf of a couple teachers for the board breakfast and lunch that was provided. So much appreciated. And I also just mentioned too about graduation, if anybody is, I would say if you're able to attend, just let Sully know, and then that way we make sure you have seats and everything available for people.
The first one on here is the press issue 121. Most of it is just small language changes based on the law, but there's 2 things I want to point out that are more substantial changes. One is the addition of our Student Achievement Committee that we have already talked about. And then another one is the policy 5330. And this is on sick days, vacation, holidays, and leaves. There's a few things in here that did not match our practice, and then one that we want to change the practice for. So it says 10 sick days per year, but we actually give 11. And it says 1 per personal leave days per year, but we actually give 2. So we just corrected that because that's what our practice is, to mention policy. And then for vacation days, this was directly from press before. But I'm arguing it's not as good practice as we could have. So it was not teachers, 12-month staff that are not teachers would accrue vacation days their first year of employment at 0.83 days per month to get to 10 days by the end of the year. And the proposal is to have a 90-day probationary period, and then all 10 days are gifted to the employee to help with recruitment and retention and just kind of doing right by our employees. We only have 4 employees that fall into this category, so it's not many, but for those employees, it's really nice to be able to do that. It also mirrors kind of like what we would do with any other 12-month hires that we would have, so. This is just for the first reading, so if you have any questions between now and next month, please be sure to email and we'll get those answers out. And then we'll come back to the board in June for second reading and approval.
And then I'll just say the cover page and everything that's in there does a really good job summarizing what was language, footnote type changes versus what was anything more substantive, so.
Very good. And then the last item on here is just the joint annual conference. I know it seems really early. It's November 20th to 22nd, but registration opens in June. And if you want the good hotel, you gotta register early. So otherwise you're walking a couple miles. So if you're interested in attending, let Sully know and she'll make sure that we get everybody booked. So we're in, the same location. Unless you don't want to be in the same location, you wanna. That too. Yeah.
In regards to the joint annual conference, we host a dinner. On Saturday, it's actually a lunch on Saturday at my father-in-law's restaurant, down in the city. We've had 4 or 5 different districts that participate in that. I'll make sure that you guys all know what that information is and love to have you. Thank you.
What's the restaurant?
Mart Anthony's,
What is it?
Mart Anthony's. It's in a town, it's been around since '81, 3rd generation,
And where is it?
right off of Hubbard and Racine at like Westtown. But 10 minutes from where the hotels are. Very nice. It's very good.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Those are all me.
All right, beautiful.
Lunch you can.
We're on to adjournment. Made a motion to adjourn the meeting. Of the Board of Education and.
Second.
In favor, say aye.
Aye.
We're done.
Sit.
Hours.